you so much. Thank you for that warm reception. Thank you for, okay, yes. Such a warm reception on somewhat of a cold week, an interesting week. We had that little snow scare this week, the annual snow scare. A flake hit the ground, the schools were shut, people drove off the road, they crashed into trees, cleaned out the grocery store shelves, prepared to go it alone without electricity. A few hours later, it melted. That was the snow this year, and as usual, the worst part of it all was having to deal with all the live news reports from every station. You know, they're primed, they're ready to go for weeks, waiting for the storm coverage to hit, and they'd all gone out and they'd bought their new parkas, you know, and they were ready. They're out there. You guys have to know out there that it is a big competition among all these stations in Seattle to see who can do the most snow coverage, you know, get the most, you know, incredible shot. Oh, I'm dying out here in the snow. Look, it's just, you know, I smell a local Emmy. Oh, you know, it's just great. You know, everybody's looking for the best accident. They give an award to the photographers at the end of the year. Anyone who get, you know, the best picture of a skid, you know, and if you get a collision, man, I mean, you are the man. You know, it's just, you know. Anyway, along with that, so it's like there's no snow, but they're just so primed, they're ready. They always give us, they load up on that useless information. You know, they got to fill time. It is snowing now, but not very much. But be forewarned. We want you to warn you. It takes longer to stop when you're driving on a sheet of ice, when you're stopping on a sheet of ice. Also, we've learned don't take a corner faster than 60 miles an hour. The experts say don't travel with a live bobcat in the car. Don't stick firecrackers in any of your bodily orifices. If you must, please, if you're on ice, you have firecrackers, don't light them. Again, it takes longer to stop on a sheet of ice. It's just like, you know, we made it through, though. We made it through. In the meantime, the thing is, they're having a great time downtown, spending money, while the government is cutting back. You probably saw this, that Governor Lowry has announced he's eliminating over 50 state commissions to streamline Washington state government. And, you know, he's setting a good personal example. He's letting go of his personal trainer, his wardrobe coordinator, hairstylist. Gone. He's just going to go it alone. Just going to try to go it alone. You got to give him, you know, applaud him for that. And he's going to cut a lot of other things out of the state budget. For example, did you see this? The White Center Tourist Information Bureau? Gone. Bowling for Beers, Planning Commission's been eliminated. The commission to abolish foreplay is gone. The board that just snoops around looking for dirt on other boards is gone. The bureau to find interesting things for people in Chehalis to do has been abolished. Oh, that's it, yeah. You know, yeah, you laugh, you know, you don't live there. I've been there. And finally, the commission that hates itself and wishes it were dead is now. So I think that's good. I think these moves are great, long overdue, in fact. I think it's going to save us a lot of money, and the governor, though, did not touch the insurance commission, interestingly enough. That's in full force, making sure that customer service is still first rate. Take a look.
And now a message from Smiley Face Insurance.
Hi, we're from Smiley Face Insurance with some good news. Now, all Smiley Face Insurance employees are 100% drug-free.
That's right, 100% drug-free guaranteed. Because every month, we have them pee into a little cup just for you.
That way, you won't have to say, hey, there's an error on my bill. I wonder if it's because someone at Smiley Face Insurance is on pot.
And that's not all. Now that Newt Gingrich is Speaker of the House and all civil rights are pretty much a thing of the past, we're really putting every prospective Smiley Face Insurance employee to the test.
For instance, in the first interview, each prospective employee is wrestled to the ground and strip searched for any sign of drug, alcohol, or tobacco use, or any other vice which may interfere with their job performance.
There we go.
Then it's time for some mind-screwing fun as we use interrogation techniques to break down the individual's personality and disorient them.
I did not.
You killed your little puppy when you were 10 years old, didn't you?
No,
Don't lie to me! Don't you lie to me! You killed your dog! dog! You killed him! Your friend said...
Then, to really break the poor little bastards, we have them spend a few days in the isolation room with no human contact except for the constant repetition of the Pina Colada song.
If you like pina
Now they're ready for our electric shock customer service training.
The quote on that is 362.49. Let me correct that quote. That would be 342.49. You're welcome.
After that, a 2-inch plug of their brain is removed and replaced with an artificial brain matter that is better suited to serving you, the customer.
And then, just for fun, we demand that they put on a chicken suit just to see if they'll do it.
And you know something? They always do!
About this time, they don't mind so much about having to pee into a little cup.
Oh, no. In fact, by then, they're almost begging to pee into a little cup. Okay, time to get back to work.
Smiley Face Insurance. We pee into a little cup for you, and a lot more.
All right, stay with us. We've got a great show. And we'll be right back, so you come back, too. Hi there, and welcome back to the Relationship Shopping Network, where we feature lots of handy items that bring you together, strengthen that relationship, and just make life a heck of a lot easier. Like the first item up right now, a fabulous double-track His and Hers CD that ends the constant conflict over what kind of music goes on the home entertainment system. Now look at this, a Kenny G Megadeth album. Yeah, the alternating tracks keep everyone in the house happy. Isn't that great? That's a great item, selling a lot of those. And a clean house is a happy house, but you gals know it can be a chore to get the guy in your life to take responsibility for his share of the housework. Until now, I want you to meet the Husqvarna Chainsaw Vacuum. It combines real chainsaw sound with deep down cleaning and gives him the comforting illusion that he's decimating an ancient forest. Look at this. Now, wouldn't that be a good gift for him and for Father's Day, too? And remember, I want you to remember, always set aside that special time for you and your significant other. And to help you remember, we have the Time for Sex alarm clock. If you've been together for a month, it goes off 3 times a day. If you've been together for a year, it goes off once a week. And after 10 years, it rings on Christmas and Easter. And to enhance lovemaking, we offer the Better Sex video series. Now, this exclusive line of videotapes features couples so inept, so clumsy, and so downright unappealing that after viewing, you'll feel so much better about yourself. Now, we can't show you the video, but let's listen to a clip from those tapes.
Honey.
Yeah. Oh.
How's that? Would you yeah.
Okay.
All right, wait.
No,
turn
ow,
turn
that
over the,
hurts.
no, turn
No,
this way.
no,
turn,
ow.
Put it, no, turn it, out.
Get away, stop it! God!
Hey, isn't that it? It's a great confidence builder, isn't it? Okay, for couples who love conflict but sometimes overdo it, here's our new Deal-A-Fight. Now, the Deal-A-Fight system lets you have the fights you love and keep the relationship in shape, just like Richard Simmons' Deal-A-Meal. Now, here's how it works. When you start a fight, you move your own personalized fight cards from this side to here. Now, fights for her include, you didn't notice my haircut, the noise you make when you drink tomato juice, and what were you doing in Thailand? And for him, you fell asleep during sex again. I told you I buy it for the interesting articles. And if the car was in park, why did it roll down the hill? Now, when all the cards are moved over, you're finished fighting for the day. It's that simple. Also, every Deal-A-Fight comes with one complimentary get out of trouble free card. These cards are good for automobile accidents, flirting, and irritating in-laws. Not good for saying things about your mate on the Oprah show. Okay, the next item on our list is our What Are You Thinking cap. Now, this is the perfect item for those post-fight silent periods. No matter if they last for hours or days, there's a model for both women and also one for men. The What Are You Thinking cap lets you communicate while you maintain that stony silence. And if you need an understanding voice while you're sulking, why not pick up one of these handy items? It's the Bag o' Compassion. You give it a squeeze when you need to hear it from the Bag o' Compassion. It's
You were
always
right.
there for you.
I don't know what I was thinking. You were right. I don't know what I was thinking. You were right. I don't
Okay, and when it's time to make up again, we have some surefire attention getters. Now, our own special fragrances guaranteed to attract the opposite sex. Now, you women may want to splash on a touch of just exploded firecracker perfume. Conjures up that magical moment from the 4th of July when everything is just blown up. Let him inhale the scent of fresh gunpowder and be transported. And if you men want to get your women in the mood, try Other People's Dessert Cologne, a fragrance that simulates the desserts she can see on every other table at a fine restaurant but would never order for herself. Put it on and she'll eat you alive. Okay, now we're going to pause for a break right now, and we'll be right back to the Relationship Shopping Network.
All right, everyone, let's get this meeting underway, and I would dearly love it if we could actually accomplish something this time, okay? I don't think it's any secret that we've been meeting here the last several times, and we've gotten nowhere. Nothing's been done. You people don't even seem to have your heads in the game. You seem distracted, your minds are somewhere else, and I'm not going to put up with it anymore. We have got to get something done this time, all right? Now let's get it done. All right. Now, looking at those sales projections for the next fiscal year... Yes, Stan?
Mr. Cromwell, I was just going to mention why I think maybe we've had some problems here in these meetings lately.
All right, everybody, please pay attention to this man, Stan. He's going to enlighten all of us now. Tell us, Stan, what's the big problem?
I was just thinking...
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's that big hornet's nest there.
And so, in your estimation, Stan, that's the problem.
Well, yeah! I mean, I'm surprised no one else has ever mentioned it.
Oh, come on, Stan!
But really, he might have a point.
Yeah, when you consider all the time we spent getting stung and then screaming in agony and then applying ointments and salves.
I think you're making too big a thing of this, Craig.
Thank you, Carl, and you're absolutely right. And you know something? I don't think we have a hornet problem here. I think we've got work avoidance going on.
But I was stung 26 times at our last meeting.
Yeah, but hornets can sense if people are afraid of them.
And you know something else? If we were really all on task here, if we were really focused, you wouldn't notice a few little stings.
For crying out loud, this room is swarming with hornets. Arnie's allergic to hornets. That's why he's in the hospital right now.
All right, fine. If that's the story Arnie's telling people, fine. But let me point something else out. Do you remember what that nest looked like a few weeks ago? Carl?
Yeah, it was real small.
Exactly. And look at it now. It's huge and it's thriving. And you know how that happened? It was because a bunch of individuals got together, they worked as a team, they didn't complain, they didn't make excuses, they got the job done.
Yeah, and they stung the hell out of us, too.
That's because they know that when the work's done, then it's time for play.
Yeah, but really, I think if we had that hornet's nest removed...
All right. Obviously, you people are obsessed with this hornet's nest thing. Okay, I'll call the exterminator, we'll have it removed, and then we'll meet here again tomorrow morning, okay? Great. All right, people. New day, Hornet's Nest is gone. Excuse time is over. What do you say we roll up our sleeves now and get to work, all right? Now, looking again at the sales projections...
Mr. Cromwell?
What is it, Stan?
Nothing. Never mind.
All right. So the sales projections for the next fiscal, the way I see it, are completely off base.
I was born and raised down in Alabama on a farm way back up in the hills.
Good evening and welcome to the John Report. I'm John. Here's my report. Well, a federal judge ruled this week that it is not legal for the state to control the behavior of juvenile delinquents by using pepper gas. Next week, the judge is expected to rule on the use of noogies, wedgies, and monkey bumps. The right-wing radio station KVI has begun carrying President Clinton's weekly broadcast address. There are other stations around the country that also carry the broadcast, but KVI is the only one that adds a laugh track. The New York Times recently reported about a word used by University of Washington students, pre-functioning, which means to socialize before attending a function. The students also have a word for what they do after a function, which they call puke functioning. Sonic guard Gary Payton slipped on the ice and hurt his back on Tuesday and then went on to score 30 points that night. Before their next big game, his Sonic teammates planned to throw him down the advanced ski run at Snoqualmie Pass. The City Council has okayed another $18 million to complete repairs on the Kingdome. When asked if the Kingdome expenditures aren't getting a little out of hand, one member of the council said, "Yeah, but you can't put a price tag on that kind of beauty." The Queen City Yacht Club refused to pay a $240 special event fee for their annual Christmas boat parade this weekend. Club members said that's money that could be better spent on a round of dry martinis. East Side leaders say that Crossroads Mall has become the social and cultural hub of East Bellevue. It replaces the old social and cultural hub, the Taco Bell on 148th Street. Finally, the Rosenstein Medical Group ran an ad for penile enlargements in the Seattle Times this week. The full-page ad promises a larger penis in about an hour. This has been the John Report. Thank you, and we'll be right back.
Do you like ice cream full of thick, chewy gobs of raw chocolate chip cookie dough?
You betcha.
Do I?
Yep. How about chocolate chip cookie dough cheesecake?
Sure do.
You bet.
Yeah.
America's crazy for cookie dough. Yep.
More dough, please.
Forget that old burger. Now there's new cookie dough double bacon cheeseburger supreme.
It's delicious.
No, delicious. Are you still hungry?
Yeah.
Then you gotta try zesty Italian cookie dough dressing. Cold filtered cookie dough iced lager. Cookie dough dipped crispy fried chicken. Dough on the go air freshener and steering wheel cover. And when it's time to doze off for the night, rest your head on a cozy, dozy pillow. There's always room for raw dough. Yep. Dough. Available wherever fine culinary products are sold.
The time we have on the big show this week. But before we go, I want to invite all of you to join me next week down at the Showbox Comedy Club. I'm going to be doing a show Tuesday through Sunday. Oh, let me make that a little clearer, actually. It's going to be a big party. There it is, live all week. Okay. Anyway, so for tickets, call...
Tell me it down.
Okay, there you go. There it is, there. Do I got that right? Live all week. For tickets, call 628-5000. I'll see you there. Also, if you saw our special last night, Almost Live's Guide to Living in Seattle, and you'd like to order a copy for your very own, just call us at 1-800-LIVE-868. There, okay. Does anybody else have any props that they like? Here, what are you thinking, Bill? All right. Happy holidays to all of you, and all of us from Almost Live, and we'll see you next week.